I've got a lot to cover on this vlog. I'm going to start off with my M5 and detail the interior, and then I'm going to provide an update with my garage project. Afterwards, I head over to Santa Monica to attend the Zuma Cars and Coffee event, and later I head to Lower Grand Avenue to take some pictures of my M5. On the way home, I do some car spotting, and for today's off-topic discussion, I'm going to bring back something that I haven't done in a while. On the last episode, I went cruising with the guys through the canyons with my 911, but the original plan for that vlog was to actually take my M5 to an event. So I washed my car and detailed it in preparation for cruising to the event, but plans changed. So fast forward to today, and it's almost 2 weeks since then, and my M5 is still relatively clean. I'm going to take my family out to LA, and there also is a Cars and Coffee event that I went to late last year. But I took my 911, so this time I'll be taking my M5. Because my M5 is still pretty clean on the exterior, I do want to give some attention to the interior because it's been almost 2 years since I fully detailed inside. So what I did earlier today was I spent some time putting some leather care on my seats and all the leather parts of my car. I also vacuumed inside and cleaned all the floor mats. And after that, I just did some touch up outside with the car. So I spent a lot more time than I anticipated, but it's ready for today's event. I wanted to make a few changes on this side of my garage. A few episodes ago, I focused on the lighting in my garage. So I wanted to turn my attention to this side. Before, this poster was shifted down a little bit to about here, so it aligned with the other one on the other side. But I want to also add some entertainment in my garage since I spent a lot of time in here. I had this soundbar for several years, but it's not compatible with the TV in my living room, so it's just been sitting there. I decided to bring it into the garage, and for the last week or so, I've been playing my music through Bluetooth on my phone, but I also wanted to make some room in this area for a TV. When I start shopping around for the size of the TV, I want to take into perspective the space it's going to be in, and also the distance I'll be watching, because I didn't want to get a really big TV and I'll be sitting close by. And also I wanted to be proportionate with the rest of the items on this wall. So what I did was I measured the length of the soundbar and found a TV that's the exact same width. So it matches up perfectly. Here's a closer view of my setup. So you can see down here the bracket that I used to secure the TV to the wall. And then I also have support brackets for the soundbar. I just got here to the event, parked right back there. There's not as much people as the last time I came here, but I did notice quite a few cars that I haven't seen on the last time I came here. So let's go and check them out. Since there's not that much cars, I could pretty much cover this in probably 2 rounds. So I'm gonna start on this corner.
They take a screenshot of the score before, send it to their bookie gets it before the team scores, and they know the team scored. Oh, so you're not gonna buy here, no. I did like that on community. This Ferrari.
I was able to complete both rows, so now I'm just getting the cars that are coming in. There's a few cars that left, but I'm gonna try to get the ones like the one right behind me coming in. Here's a shot of the event today. It starts off from the entrance over there, and the cars are pretty much spread out to the parking lot, and it ends around that area over there. I'm parked right over here. Right over here, next to 997 Turbo. That's gonna wrap up my coverage for today's Zuma Cars and Coffee event. Although it's not as big as a turnout as the one I did last year, I think this one was a better turnout as far as quality of cars. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna head down to downtown LA. That's one of the main things that I was gonna do with my family. I was just squeezing in this event while we're here. So I do wanna get some shots of my M5 off of the underground street of Grand Avenue. So let's head over there now. I made it down here to Lower Grand Avenue to take some shots of my M5. I've taken my 911 down here a few times, but it's the first time for my M5. It's been a long day. I've been away from home between 10 to 11 hours, but I was glad I was able to squeeze in a few car activities. My favorite part about today was being able to take my M5 to South Grand Street. That's the location where a lot of Hollywood movies were filmed. And I did a couple shoots with my 911 there, but I've never taken my M5. So I was glad I was able to finally take it because that's my favorite car. On this vlog, I want to bring back a off-topic discussion that I haven't had in quite a while. And what I'm talking about is the shoe game. I've been ordering shoes throughout the year, but I haven't been incorporating it in any of my vlogs. So what I'm going to do is head to my office and share with you my latest purchase. Here are the shoes from my most recent purchase. The one on top is for my eldest daughter, and the one on the bottom is for me. I'm going to start off with revealing the one I got for myself and then follow up with the one I got for my daughter. Nike released the Jordan 6 in the early part of 1991. So what that means is these are the shoes that Michael Jordan wore on his very first NBA championship. This was a popular shoe at the time, and aside from its aesthetics appeal, it was actually a very functional shoe. The uppers is made out of nubuck material, which adds support. And then if you notice, you can see all these holes in this area of the shoe, as well as the up here, which allows for breathability. And then it has the air cushion technology down here. The air cushion technology originated in the 80s for Nike, and to this day, the air technology is still featured on some of their shoes. The bottom is gum rubber, so it does provide that advantage using these shoes indoor, especially playing on wood floor. And then at the top here, you can see the loop on the back and the two openings on the tongue. So this helps you when you're putting on your shoes. A fun fact with these shoes is that the design was inspired by Michael Jordan's Porsche 911 at the time. He had a turbo slant nose 930. If you can see, the back here is very similar to how the wing is designed, and the overall shape of the shoe is similar to that car.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend.
Everyone in my household has been pretty much spoiled with my obsession of shoes. And my eldest daughter not only likes shoes, but she also plays basketball. So she does like collecting Jordans as well. These are the shoes I picked up for her. She has several Jordan 3s in different colorways, but this is the one that she picked out in particular. I won't go over too much on the history about these shoes because these are more of the popular Jordan shoes, but this particular colorway was something that my daughter personally requested. On the next episode, I plan on doing some work on my QX56. I also got some new parts for my 911, so I'm going to share both of those items on the next vlog. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the next one. Wow.